Hey, if you have a flight with Qatar Airways and you're leaving from Manila and you have a layover over at Doha, I thought of making this video to compare lounges between the two countries. A lot of you might be flying with Qatar Airways business class for the first time, and if I was doing that, I would be very curious to know what the lounge looks like, what to expect, and to set expectations as well. Now, upon entering the airport, of course, there's still requirements. If you're flying from the Philippines, you have to have your 2 jabs, you need to have your travel insurance. Check out my video because I made a video on what to expect when you check in your luggages and what you need to present when you pass through immigration. Now, going to the lounge, I was really hoping for it to be something very exclusive, similar to flying with Cathay Pacific. By the way, I did fly with Cathay Pacific business class, and their lounge is, for me, I would say it's the best. With Philippine Airlines, I think there could be some improvement there, but overall, I definitely have to say that the business lounge of Cathay Pacific is the best compared to Qatar Airways and Philippine Airlines. Now, when you get to the Qatar Airways business class lounge, I was hoping it would be just solely for them. However, I think they are part of the One Alliance group, which means that you'll be sharing the lounge with other airlines. The last time I was flying here, the lounge was upstairs on the 2nd floor, but it was combined with JAL or Japan Airlines. Right now, let's see if Qatar Airways has their own lounge, or are we still going to be in the same lounge as last time? Because of COVID, all the airlines like to share the same lounge. There were little passengers, so that's why there's no point in opening all the lounges. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. So Qatar Airways lounge is sharing with Qantas and Etihad. So yeah, let's go see what it's like. And so with that saying, the lounge is not solely for Qatar Airways. And if you think it might be exclusive, because you are sharing with other airlines, there's going to be quite a number of people. In fact, as we were leaving the lounge, the crowd started to come in. I haven't flown with all the business class airlines just yet, so I'm only speaking from my experience. I did fly with Singapore Airlines business class. I still have to say Qatar Airways is still my favorite as of this year. Now, as far as food goes, I was really hoping for something a little bit more, should I say, I don't know, above average. Since you are spending for business class, you would hope to have something more than sandwiches and soup, right? However, I have to say I was a little bit disappointed with the food selection there, as you'll see in the following clips. What do you know? The buffet area is actually open. If you've seen my videos before, you'd have to pick what you want from the menu, download the QR code, and then somebody will bring you the food. But now, you just help yourself to food. So you can see the new norm is slowly starting to change to the old norm. Chairs were loungy enough. However, again, you are sharing with other people, so eventually you will have a seatmate, especially when the lounge gets very full. Finally, when you land in Doha, it depends how long your layover is. In our case, we had a couple of hours. If you are in a rush, I do suggest for you to take the shuttle. It's free, there's no charge. All you have to do is approach the flight attendants or any of the staff there, and they'd be happy to help you. Just let them know that you're in a rush and you need to take the shuttle, or if you're experiencing any medical issues or you have a headache and you can't walk, things like that, they'd be happy to assist you using the airport shuttle to take you from where you left the plane, going to the lounge, or straight to the boarding gate. Right now we are in a shuttle on the way to the Al Marjan lounge. I also made a video on that, so you can see what it was like. Do check it out. If you're interested in these kinds of videos, if you're traveling quite a lot like I do, Do stick around because I have a lot of videos coming up. Each time I travel, I do try to document everything so that hopefully my experience can be of some use for you as well. Our final destination is going to be in Scotland over at the UK. And so right now this video is just all about the 2 lounges in Manila and over at Doha in Qatar. And finally, when you get to the Al Morjan, I hope I pronounced that right, the Al Morjan lounge over at the Doha airport, I absolutely love it here. For me, this is the biggest one I've ever experienced. It's the best. There's several kinds of lounges. There's actually even sleeping pods. If you have a long layover, last time I was there for 8 hours. You can have an appointment, well, not really appointment, you can ask one of the staff there to book your reservation and they'd be blocking a pod for you. There's also showers. I made a video on that so you know what to expect when you enter the showers. In our case, we only stayed in this particular restaurant because we didn't have so much time to really go around. But the food selection here is amazing. They have everything from all different cuisines, Asian, Western, every cuisine that you can imagine. And also if they don't have your preference over at the buffet section, you can actually ask the waiter or the server what you prefer, and most likely than not they will prepare it for you. So I quite love the lounge over at the Qatar Airways Doha airport. I can't say I'm a picky eater, but sometimes I do get really nitty-gritty with what I eat. So if you're the type that likes salads, or you like seafood, or you don't eat meat, say you just want to go vegan, I really suggest to try and experience the lounge over at Al Marjan, because for me it's really, I would say, top-notch. Nothing can beat it. In the past 3 or 5 years I've been traveling, this is really the best, especially if you plan to have a long layover. If there's any lounge that you're going to be spending hours in, I would say this is the lounge you want to be sort of stuck in. The service here is excellent, and I'm only speaking from my experience, but aside from the food, aside from the showers, aside from the sleeping pods, they also have business centers if you want to conduct conferences, if you need a silent room, if you have any Zoom meetings. I mean, this lounge for me simply is the best. I even went to this lounge one time and a couple of people were chatting with other people. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a lounge to make friends, but definitely it's very diverse. If you also want a prayer room or like a playground, they also have a play center for kids. It's sky's the limits in this lounge. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take that much videos because we were in a bit of a rush, but I do absolutely love the lounge here, and thank goodness that they weren't sharing with any other airlines. Not like in Manila, we were sharing with, I don't know, at least 3 other airlines. Over at Doha Business Lounge, you're exclusively just for Qatar Airways. So yes, Al Marjan Lounge, I say, tops my list. I've also gotten questions if the lounge is free. Do you need to pay for anything? If you are flying with Qatar Airways, automatically you go to the lounge for free. And other people were asking me if I need to pay for the shower, do I need to pay for certain food or drinks? In my experience, everything was absolutely free. So as long as you're flying with business class Qatar Airways, anything and everything that they offer over at the lounge is complimentary or is part of the ticket that you paid for.